Self forgiveness. We follow up on the process of mourning with self forgiveness, turning our attention to the part of the self which chose to act in a way that led to the present situation. We ask ourselves, when I behaved in a way which I now regret, what need of mine was I trying to meet? I believe that human beings are always acting in the service of needs and values. This is true whether the action does or does not meet the need, or whether it's one we end up celebrating or regretting. When we listen empathetically to ourselves, we will be able to share the underlying need. Self forgiveness occurs the moment this empathetic connection is made. Then we are able to recognize how a choice was an attempt to serve life, even as the mourning process teaches us how it fell short of fulfilling our needs. When we see self forgiveness connecting with the need we are trying to meet when we took the action that we now regret. An important aspect of self compassion is to be able to empathetically hold both parts of ourselves, the self that regrets a past action and the self that took the action in the first place. The process of mourning and self forgiveness frees us in the direction of learning and growing. In connecting moment by moment to our needs, we increase our creative capacity to act in harmony with them. The lesson of polka dotted suit. I would like to illustrate the process of mourning and self forgiveness by recalling a personal event. The day before an important workshop, I had bought a little grey summer suit to wear. At the end of the well attended workshop, I was swarmed by participants asking for my signature, address, and other information. With the time closing in on another appointment, I hastened to attend to the requests of the participants, signing and scribbling on the many bits of paper thrust in front of me. As I rushed out the door, I stuck my pen, uncapped, in the pocket and my new suit. Once outside, I discovered to my honor that instead of the nice lit light grey suit, I now had a polka dotted suit. For 20 minutes, I was brutal with myself. How could you be so careless? What a stupid thing to do. I had just ruined a brand new suit. If ever I needed compassion and understanding, this was the time. Yet there I was responding to myself in a way that left me feeling worse than ever. Fortunately, after only 20 minutes, I noticed what I was doing. I stopped, looked for the need of mine that was unmet by having left the pen uncapped, and asked myself, what need lies behind me judging myself as careless and stupid? Immediately, I saw that it was to take better care of myself, to have given more attention to my own needs while I was rushing to address everyone else's needs. As soon as I touched that part of myself and connected to the deep longing to be more aware and caring of my own needs, my feelings shifted. There was a release of tension in my body as the anger, shame, and guilt I was harboring towards myself dissipated. I fully mourned the ruined suit and uncapped pen as I opened to feelings of sadness arising along with the yearning to take better care of myself. We are compassionate with ourselves when we are able to embrace all parts of ourselves and recognize the needs and values expressed by each part. Next, I shifted my attention to the need I was meeting. When I slipped the uncapped pen into my pocket, I recognized how much I valued care and consideration for other people's needs. Of course, in taking such good care of other people's needs, I had not taken the time to do the same for myself. But instead of being blamed, I felt a wave of compassion for myself as I realized that even my rushing and putting the pen away unthinkingly had come out of serving my own need to respond to others in a caring way. In that compassionate place, I am able to hold both needs. In one hand, to respond in a caring way to others' needs, and in the other, to be aware and take better care of my own needs. On becoming conscious of both needs, I can imagine ways of behaving differently in similar situations and arriving at solutions more resourcefully than if I lose that consciousness in a sea of self judgment.